Yo, 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 what is going on, COD Familia? It is your boy BN. Today, I want to talk about what I feel could very well be a massive change for the Call of Dragons community, which was subtly dropped on the official COD Discord. We're going to read through this all and more and how it can impact potentially the amount of warnings and bans we might be seeing in the future for the community if they don't start getting some of their act together. All that and more. Stay tuned. And as always, if you enjoy the content, make sure you throw us out. Thanks, because it helps out a lot. Okay, let's read through this first. And then I'm going to look through some posts and I'm going to share with you some thoughts. Updated rules and enhanced punishments, like enhanced interrogation, right? I feel like it's getting really intense, right? When you use the word enhanced for insulting behavior. Okay. Lords, ladies, we want to inform you that our community rules have been refined with a particular focus on addressing insulting behavior in order to ensure a respectful and positive environment for everyone. The consequences for insulting other players has been intensified. We believe that maintaining a safe and enjoyable space for all players is of the utmost importance. Moving forward, any form of insult, harassment, or offensive language will result in stricter penalties, and we will take immediate action to enforce these updated rules. Interesting. This includes, but is not limited to, insulting language and personal attacks, using offensive, degrading, or attacking language targeting individuals or groups, including, but not limited to, race, gender, religion, sexual orientation, or any explicit, obscene, or inappropriate language, including sexual insults or descriptions intended to harm or humiliate a specific player. Continuous personal attacks, malicious slandering of others, especially without any reasonable discussion. Mocking and sarcasm, using malicious sarcasm, mocking, or taunting to intentionally humiliate others. We kindly ask all members to be mindful of their behavior and continue fostering a community built on respect and positivity. Thank you for your understanding and cooperation. Okay. Interesting. I would argue that I feel like, well, again, I'd have to pull up some examples. So maybe we'll do that in another video. But part of me feels like that since this has been posted, given, more importantly, that they did not ping the @here or Call of Dragons or an @everyone here, that I feel as though we should have already seen some warnings being issued. And I only say this because of how Gen Chat can be at times, and from some, on a daily basis. The fact that they have enhanced their rules means that you probably will, you would expect, right, that you would be seeing now more warnings and potentially more bans. Okay, so let's look through the Gen Chat and see when the last time somebody was banned. Okay, so that would be Amin5865. So yesterday, Hart banned someone at 7:34. So today, no bans. Okay, bans might be a little bit kind of, step two, if you will, taking it a little bit further. Okay, well, what about warnings? Okay, so let's look at that. Warning in Gen Chat. When was the last time somebody got warned? Okay, well, the last time that somebody got warned, at least where that warning message wasn't deleted, supposedly was 2 days ago. Okay, and that was Hart. Shockingly, Jay Geezy got warned. Okay, so again, if this is accurate, that's the last time we saw a warning. Yeah. Respectfully take that warn and apologize. Jeez, what's happening? Okay. Now, what are my thoughts on there? Okay, because this announcement was posted when? 6/21. Okay. Let me see. 6/21. I'll be honest. I don't know how long it would take for me to scroll all the way back to 6/21, but we'll do that while we talk. For me, I listen, I will say this. As someone who basically leaves Gen Chat open throughout the entirety of the day, and I will periodically look at it here and there. And again, some of the posts I do see now, like I said, I think there's kind of one or two ways to go about it. The fact is that, and I think this is fair to say, I think this is objectively fair to say, the mods, yes, they are modding, but to me, it feels like the mods are modding the heinous crimes, right? The really intense, extreme stuff. And they let a lot of the light to medium, borderline stuff, maybe even things that are over the border, over the line, they let those go. Right? Those aren't necessarily met with the same modding scrutiny that maybe the extreme side or the kind of hardcore posts are. And again, keep in mind, right? People, the thing is, when you're modding a server, the thing about it is that you're also setting the tone for that server, right? You are setting precedents early on so that way you can shape the tone of the Discord, the tone of a particular chat channel, what is and is not allowed, what will and will not be tolerated, what is and is not okay. To me, and I'm curious on how some of you feel that, again, if you are also active, semi-active in Gen Chat, again, do you think that it's pretty loose? Because I'll tell you this, I feel like it's pretty loose in Gen Chat. As I said, to me, I get the impression that the moderating for it is really only on the extreme sides, but the light to medium stuff, that if it was me, I would definitely moderate a lot more. And I'm not saying, we need to go all the way from like what at times is rated R, just kind of in the extremities or kind of, along the pendulum, if you will. And we need to bring it all the way back to like G rated, for like Dora the Explorer language. Not necessarily saying that. But what I am saying is that it does feel at times that Gen Chat, to me at least, it gets out of hand. And I should say, with that being said, it really comes down to what you want the Discord and the game Discord, and in most cases, the Gen or the main chat, to really embody. And you're either going to be consistent and say that, okay, well, we'll just kind of keep things going the way they are. Don't get me wrong, man. I'm always down for some hilarity and some friendly banter. And there are some people that are downright freaking hilarious in Gen Chat with some of the posts they make, even though at times some of those posts, I would argue, are over the line, right? If you fall, and this is where you kind of get into these tricky situations on, if you're someone who's in Gen Chat often, you're having conversations with people, you can start developing trends and tells for, oh, okay, this person is obviously very serious. Okay, well, this person said this, but we know they're not serious. Like, this is absolutely hilarious, right? Because they've done other stuff like that. But if you are not always, and this is an important bit to distinguish here, there's a big difference between someone who is in Gen Chat, is active, posts, read other people's posts on a daily basis. And I'm not saying every single person's, but you are at least familiar. You're engaged to a degree. Versus someone who is not as engaged, and then they come and they look at Gen Chat for the first time, and they see some stuff that's being said, and they're wondering, well, why hasn't this person been warned? Why have they not been banned? And that's really what I'm talking about. And that's the thing that I think most people who feel like, oh, well, okay, it's being policed too hard, or, oh, why are they taking things so seriously? Those are the people that I'm probably more so trying to kind of give that level of hopefully constructive education on is that you have kind of two sides to a coin where someone that, and keep in mind, right, this isn't to like deny anyone's feelings about how they feel about something. And it doesn't always mean that we need to be yes man when someone shares their feelings and it's like, okay, now we all of a sudden need to take immediate action. What I'm saying is that the way that someone who is just coming into Gen Chat for the first time, or if they've only been in a very few times or a handful or a select amount of times, can interpret something they read versus someone who's been there a long time and they're familiar with these people. They see them post, they also post and engage. But clearly, I think the big takeaway for me is that if the COD team feels that this is, because keep in mind, it's been 2+ years, and they've never said anything like this, right? Like, oh, we're going to do enhanced punishments. We need to start moderating this more, policing this more. Like, that's basically what this is saying. And so the fact that this is the first time in 2+ years that we have got this specific in particular of a post from the team, to me, it feels like maybe they've been getting a lot of feedback. Maybe it's even something the mods have been pushing, right? Who knows? However, I will say that I personally do like this change. I will have to see how it works because, again, I haven't seen anyone that's been warned or banned, at least since this was posted. Granted, it hasn't even been 12 hours yet. So, again, maybe that's an overreach for me. Maybe it's not, and it's a little bit of an underreach, and I'm kind of a little disappointed that maybe some haven't. But, again, maybe those people that are a little more edgy, maybe they read this and like, okay, maybe I'm going to tone down some of the edginess of it. I don't know. But what I will say, and let me know, I'm curious, just to maybe do a fun experiment. Who are some people in Gen Chat, just so we can have a nice historical record here? I want you guys to post names for people that you think will get warned or banned first. And if you want to give one person's name, if you want to give multiple people's names, so that way maybe we can look back on this a while from now and be like, yeah, this person was spot on. Like they know what's up. And the fact that this person got warned, like all these people got warned or banned off this one person's list. Okay. Like to me, I would find that a little funny. But yeah, if anyone you guys think would, let me know in the comments and maybe give us a time. How long do you think they're going to last? So that would actually be absolutely hilarious. So give us some names on who you think might get warned or banned first, and warned or how long do you think it'll be until they're potentially banned if nothing changes, right? And they just kind of kept up their same pedigree, if you will. Okay, that's it for me. I'm curious what you guys think on all this. Is this too much from the COD team? Should this have happened a year ago? Is it, man, no, like this is the time to make it? Maybe, again, COD's growing. Maybe it's seeing a little bit of an influx in activity on the Discord, and maybe this is the moment. Maybe it's something that the mods or other people have been pushing for. Let me know what you think down there as well. That's it for me. As always, until next time, we'll catch you later.